Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 14 of our Rise of the Republic campaign. So, if you remember last time, we had a... Oops, wrong button. I don't want to press that. If you remember last time, we had a bit of success down in the south going to war with Croton, and we pretty much managed to completely capture all of their settlements. They have a couple of ships still bobbing around, which may try and be a bit of a nuisance to us, but I don't think any of them are going to be a massive threat to us, and so they basically have been eliminated for all intents and purposes. So that's great, really pleased with that. But we did start to encounter some problems with party loyalty and the risk of a rebellion breaking out. So if you remember at the time, I didn't really fully understand how it worked or what was going on, but the more I've done it, I've actually started to done a little bit of research into it, and I've started to get a little bit of a better hand on it, and I slightly more understand what's going on now. So yeah, basically we wanted to keep this party loyalty value relatively high, based on the various different traits each party has. For example, this one is expansion, which is why their loyalty increased when we captured so many settlements from Croton, which is great. This, the followers of Diana are a much nicer party because they just have agriculture, so having a surplus of food, which we'll always try and do, means they get positive loyalty. Mogul, I forget what that does, for wealth, and even the mercantile trait of the leader is even handy. So I'm going to be working towards that. With that end in mind, I did realise then that what previously, I've just been running on the party edict, but what I thought previously was bad, i.e. giving the political party ruling this province, which in Capua is the followers of Jupiter, I thought giving them party loyalty was a bad thing because I thought I don't want to make them any stronger, but actually plus 10 loyalty to the political party ruling this province is a good thing as far as I can see now. So I'm going to try that as the influence next turn, and hopefully that's going to bump up the loyalty of this party to back above 1, go to 11, say. So we'll see how that works in the next turn. If it does work like that, then I think we have probably solved that, hopefully, in the long term. So that's all good. So we're looking pretty nice about that. So these, if you remember last time, those people recruiting over there, we're going to be starting to have a bit more of an aggressive push against the Romans very shortly. And once we've got this all sort of ironed out a little bit more down here, we're probably going to look at threatening the Syracusans a little bit more and pushing into the toe of Italy as well. So all things looking pretty good. I've got no money, so straight into the next turn. Character has a... Is that a dignitary? It is indeed a dignitary. We can't do any more tax collecting. Oh, 15% tax rate. Yeah. Nice. Always good. Always want more money. Syracuse still bobbing around dangerously. Still making me as nervous as they always ever did. Although then maybe now the fact I've got a border with them is going to make them be a little bit more, bring some of their forces back home. We can but hope. Our allies moving around. Celebration of 7 days in to put. Anyway, something's happened. Plus, 10 loyalty for all political parties, 7 food, 3 growth, and 5 public order. Okay, nice. So if we have a look at the political parties now, yes, they've got to plus 21. So let's have a look. Government, provincial incentives plus 10. Okay, I think I've cracked this then. That's lovely. So we've got no chance of revolts or anything like that now because of all the things that are going on. I still want to be making sure that my characters are the ones leading the armies now really into battle. Because they're the ones who are going to be getting sort of the main influences going forwards. I think that's kind of important. And I've started bumping my people up through the careers a little bit more. So we'll bump him up again a little bit more as well. I don't think we can do him again yet. We could actually do him. What does that? -2, plus 6 attack rates, take more. -4% of creep fill and units. Well, we'll bump them both up to the first Quaestor rank, both my family members. So just trying to increase their gravitas generation. But then as they get more and more, our influence will increase. Because we've got to be a bit careful, because old Medicus, who's now 48, has 857 influence, which is an enormous amount of gravitas. Whereas, old Gaius and Cerilius over here are quite small, quite low amounts of influence. So, these guys here are going to now leave Albus Uca and come down here, basically. Get them to the border. They should be safe this turn, and then next turn he can attack Frigili. Medics, I'm probably going to just leave out for the moment. We've still got our guy over here, probably leaving him garrisoning there at least temporarily in case the Etruscan League goes back to war with me again. But certainly going to get him to attack there next turn. Have a look down here. Croton. We've got more we can build, haven't we? Field. And probably just hit mine just for some money, to be honest. Got to get that upgrading. The food situation is going to be good, isn't it? So we can really upgrade that. That's risk. Nice. So that's all that. That's this province. We can just keep spending money around various places. It's mostly just the shrines to be honest. Which is always kind of strange. Food situation is 34. Enough to be able to afford that, so we'll have that one upgraded. That's probably the bulk of my money spent, to be honest. I don't know why I don't invade there. That's a strange little place. We'll upgrade a shrine to Ceres. There, my capital. And that is pretty much my money for this turn. Straight to the next turn. Pretty simple turn, not a lot going on that time. Hopefully next turn is going to lead to some battles with the Romans, or at least capturing a province. Old Taurus slowly dwindling away further and further with its little fleet. Still not quite dead. Sooner or later their faction will completely die. Oh, they're putting their troops ashore. We'll go and hunt them down with our armies. Carthaginian merchant. A prominent Carthaginian has been slain in your lands. The reason, what is too many cups of wine? Okay, enemy forces land, enemy forces land. Okay, that's all fine. Firstly, let's take this place. So let's put you back to a normal movement stance, adaptable warriors, and
besieging the settlement.
There we go. Okay, nice, easy, good. And he increased in rank, and they got military traditions. Nice. That was perfect. So military traditions first, I guess. Upkeep and morale. Normally is the easiest, probably. And then we want to be giving him as much sort of influence. Authority. Oh, that's the only real option, isn't it? So let's go for that. Okay, let's knock his gravitas up a little bit more, and then next turn we can continue just sort of growing his army, probably. Can he recruit much? Not got a lot he can recruit, actually. So we could recruit some Volsci spearmen. Volsci warriors. I'll have a couple of them. Some light infantry. So that's fine. Let's just get this place back doing the right thing. The Ceres, obviously. Do we need a military barracks here? I would have looked some proper recruiting, so maybe it's not such a bad thing to do. Okay, that's all fine, and everywhere else is fine and dandy. We'll upgrade that as well. Nice, and that means now Caesium is probably a lot more secure as well. And then in 2 turns this is going to get a proper garrison, so I think this should be okay. It's got walls, it's still got Lucian warriors there and everything, and next turn it's going to start getting Linear Legion and Silver Infantry, so it should be very secure by that point. So that's all good. And then it's just going to be this provincial capital to actually take. We'll probably use both armies actually, but these will actually do the main sieging, the walkers with my guy over here. Capture Antium from the 2nd Legion that's stationed there. So that's all looking good. So down here, what's going on in this part of my country? So we've got these enemy armies down here. Now the only problem is giving this is a follower of Jupiter, isn't it? Or actually it might be a follower of Diane. Yeah, he's a follower of Diane. Oh, that's not so bad. They're a bit more politically loyal, so I don't mind. Get military traditions from that, great. Okay, that's those armies dead, and even got a little bit of money from it as well. Garrison them back up. Nice. So if we click back over as well to somewhere, we should be really politically loyal now because at start the promotions are going to lower it slightly. We also just gained some more territories. That's going to bump their loyalty up a little bit more. That's all looking good. So that's those dealt with. Nothing else to really say down here, is there? I don't think. We're slowly going to get ready for our war against Syracuse, which is going to be probably a bit harder. Yeah, it's definitely going to be harder, particularly with the amount of fleets and stuff they've got. Like this. So it makes me nervous, like a full army just based right off our coast, like of Elia. Really want Elia to get lost if we can help it. So have we got anything else we need to build? We've got a little bit of money spare this turn, but nothing that I can really afford that's worthwhile having. So I think we'll just flick straight into the next turn probably. Unless we perhaps recruit. No, we won't. Next turn. Oh, got some skills to assign. Oh, I didn't know these got that. I'll forget about that. Weapon damage, nice. And so this person is not someone I want to have. Well, I need to look at that at some point. Don't want to give him any extra gravitas than I need to, but we'll just give him a commander skill. We have not a lot of choice. Was that everyone? There we go. Straight into the next turn. Okay, the Romans are moving out. Are they going to go straight to war with me? They are indeed. Are we going to fight this one on battle? It looks like it's strongly in our favour. We'll fight this one on the map. Let's go to war with them. So they're bringing in the 1st and 2nd legions against our elite Samnites. Ow. So hopefully we shall do it okay. We've got a lot of Lucian warriors here. Good quality, hardy, medium infantry, so I'm not too worried about any of this. Looks like the bulk of them are deploying over this way. We'll probably just go hyper aggressive against them at first.
Orders.
Things like our cavalry probably deployed over there.
By your command.
There's no easy way for us to deploy, is there? Down the centre here, I guess.
Slingers.
So let's just go away. I know what the fire at will button does. These all just infantry here. So let's just go hard at them, to be honest. Yeah, just go straight at them. If in doubt, attack and all that. Go hyper aggressive. Try and kill these before the enemy reinforcements arrive.
Swords.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
At the double.
Oh, they're even becoming the right way. So we've got some Italian skirmishes at first. We've got our own cavalry.
Italian cavalry.
Start to get out on the flanks. As our people come out, we'll just assign them to various targets.
Italian swords.
I mean, if these are just all going to pile in on me, I think it's going to be pretty easy, isn't it?
At the double. Men of Italia. For glory. Marching
Go further
on
around.
the double.
Come around the back. Oh, some enemy cavalry coming in there. Look.
Swords. Your orders. Melee
These
infantry
Latin
ready.
tribesmen. Yeah, just get yourself stuck away.
Charge.
You can always go against these skirmishers if they so desire. Or it would be easier just to go against these light velites.
We await your command. Melee troops. Melee horses.
Our general is under attack.
Because they're just going to get javelins thrown at me otherwise. It's actually quite painful.
To forward.
Right, nice job. No. Let's kill those enemy missile infantry. Enemy cavalry's turning up. Just going hyper aggressive, just trying to kill everyone as quickly as we can. Those Latin tribesmen should just go down really quickly. Yeah, we're going to hit bridge
Riders,
here.
advance.
Ow, it's a bit more painful. If there was ever a way that this is an example of bad battle management, it's probably this. But still, it kind of works.
Swords.
I didn't really get time to form up neatly. I was just being aggressive. These guys to break. Come on, you Latin tribesmen. Surely you must die soon. Blimey, how they're still in combat. I think my Lucian warriors would cut them down really easily.
Italian swordsman. Ready for orders.
Scattered to the four winds.
Orders. Advance at speed. Italian swordsman.
We'll attack them. We'll
Ready
deal with them.
awaiting.
Deal with them. Deal with them. Deal with them. And you lot can deal with these.
By your command.
Oh dear. Okay. Looks like our spears have been left relatively well alive. We'll put our Lucian warriors in the middle of that lot. If anyone comes too close, they'll get shot at by some slingers as well. Just to make it
Ready
even better.
for orders. Cavalry!
Come on, get those skirmishers if you can.
Charge!
And then everyone else can just sort of form up
Italian swordsman!
into a rough line.
Speed!
Just drop the cavalry, please. There we go.
Time!
Form line.
Italian
Just being like charged by random cavalry all the time. It's really annoying.
Advance! Quickly now!
I'll hunt those guys down. Come on, why? Why? Make a formation. You have orders. Do not disobey me. And then we'll have a little bit of rap. Okay.
Men of Italia!
Everyone shoot the light missile infantry.
At the double! At your service!
Go
Advance!
for the enemy general with those equites. Okay, then we're just going to hold the line basically. Now we're going to get hit by a bit of missile infantry, some of these velites, but by and large we are all engaged. They're going to be absolutely bombarded to death.
Melee cavalry!
And now we're going to get stuck in against these equites. Although they are heavy cavalry, so maybe that was an error.
Ready for orders!
Get you stuck in there. The rest of you people, this is just all bloody missiles, isn't it? I'm being killed by mostly.
We await your command! Swords! Forward!
The men
Attacked
are
on the flank
wavering.
by all this melee infantry.
Cavalry!
Yeah, I'm not having that much luck against that enemy general, to be honest. That's probably a mistake. See if we can get him in range of those slingers. Just assign them to do something on their own.
Italian swordsman!
Those guys are getting stuck in. These are surrounded, but
Our
they should be
men
fairly
flee the
confident.
field of
It's
battle.
mostly relatively
This is
light
a
infantry
shameful
left to
display.
fight against.
Ready! Quick march!
Right, let's start getting a bit of an enveloping action going on.
At orders! At speed! Orders!
You can start to chase these people off.
Commander!
You start to come around properly.
Engage!
Get stuck into the back of these conveyors.
Melee troops!
Okay. And you lot pursue all them. Fine. Cool. Landing.
Pack them down!
They're doing that. Where have my slingers got to?
At your service!
Over that way.
Slingers!
Not quite what I would have said for you to do, still. Get some shots in against those. Horse skirmish.
Italian swordsman!
And chase these guys around a little bit.
The enemy
Okay,
general
those
is
missile infantry should go
dead.
down. Okay, and the enemy general is now dead.
Italia!
Come on, catch these levies. Oh, go on, will it? Yes, fine. Nice. Nice job, nice job, nice job.
Slingers!
Okay, we should be starting to win this fight round here, which it looks like we kind of are.
Ready for orders!
Oh, into some Triarii. I didn't realise I got such heavy infantry. Nice. It's proper infantry, proper Republican infantry. So missile cavalry, wavering.
Ready! Take aim!
Shoot ahead if you want. Bring you guys around here. Hopefully they'll just rout. Be nice. Yeah, it looks like infantry are holding fairly well now. Battle's starting to really tip in our favour. I don't think we're taking too many casualties. My blobbing approach sort of worked. Our Lucian warriors here have had a bit of a hard time. But I think it's because they've been hit by so many javelins. Even just fighting these Velites has just been completely surrounded by them. You get stuck into the fight going on. If you can hold just...
My orders!
Our men
Wait,
flee the field of battle.
Damn!
This is a shameful display.
It's got to hit some missiles on them. Bam! Slam into them. Nice job. They should be able to kill them pretty quickly. Shoot those missiles infantry there while those others are shattered, you see.
Italian swordsman!
Chase them down. Nice, 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 nice. Looking good. Looking like we've got this one pretty easily in the bag.
Yours to command!
These Triarii are causing me a bit of an issue, but nothing that we can't deal with. I think I've just accidentally got myself into melee combat
Melee
with
infantry
my
ready!
slingers.
Slingers! Advance at speed!
You pull back if you can. Not quite what I wanted you to do. I'm being hunted down by some mercenary warriors.
Italian swordsman! Swords!
Okay, now let's bring these guys back
A
around.
quick march!
Just kill these guys as they are actually wavering, not completely routed, but they should soon be routed and shattered. Nice. And there's pretty much everyone dead by the looks of it. Cool. I don't think we took too many casualties in that. I would say that went well. 500, a bit more, but then they took 2,000, so it's not so bad. Samnite Warriors are just so good at Lucian Warriors are just so good at racking up the casualties, aren't they? Slaughtered them. Nice. That's going to make it a lot easier to capture the capital. Going to push straight onto their capital now. Antium. Should have maybe given them a little bit more gravitas as well, which is exactly what we want. Proton's still moving around, although that's probably its last fleet. Oh, hidden agent has been exposed. Oh, the emergent favour from Carthage. And a little bit of disorder. Okay, let's close the event messages. Nothing much going on there. So we'll start south and work our way up, I guess. So everything's happy down here. Just a little bit of upgrading we can get done and stuff. Public order is very strong, actually. So we'll all look pretty decent. Okay, well that's pretty much all my money spent upgrading that already. Perhaps shouldn't have got a bit carried away there. The health of these units isn't so bad, is it? Let's hire a unit of mercenaries. They're pretty useless, aren't they? I'll have a unit of Volscian veterans. And let's go to war.
For death and honor!
And earn ourselves some glory fighting these Romans. Nice. That 2 whole legions killed. Nice. That's got to have earned us a bit of honour.
Ready for further orders.
Increase in rank. Cool.
Commander.
Actually becoming quite the leader. Because this is my heir as well, you see, so this is who I'm trying to bump up his gravitas a little bit more on. He's now got an upgrade as well. Let's just go to the actual character for that.
We hunger for battle.
So we could give him that, but really we want to be getting his sort of authority and gravitas up more than anything, I think. Unless there's anything that adds sort of an awful lot of... No, I think we'll upgrade this. So he gets more gravitas per action. And then, let's go and besiege to Antio. You know, I think we could probably do this in one turn. We'll risk it. There we go. Okay, so that's that whole province captured. Nice, that went really well. I'm really glad they attacked. That made it so much easier for me. Cool, military traditions, and we now have full Imperium. Although that means now the loyalty is going to be worse, so there's negatives to that as well. But that means our character's influence should be a little bit better as well. 111, slowly nudging its way up. Probably not enough to knock us to... Oh, 81%. It is enough to knock our influence up that little bit more. Cool. But we've got no money, so we can't actually upgrade anything. Caught for the public order, I guess. Okay, nice. Well, that all went fabulously well. We now own this whole. They now own the whole of Latium. Rome is well on to the back foot, isn't it? Who owns Latium? What political party did it go to? It went to a Samnite, so it is our province. Okay, so that's not too bad. Nice. Okay, so I'm feeling generally positive. We're going to have to deal with some more stuff in the future, but that's looking pretty good. Well, it's not our paternity income, though. It's obviously expensive taking controlling Latium. We'll get rid of them because they're cost us like 500 per turn just in upkeep. But nice. I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's pretty much all I can do this turn. Oh, of course, there's the military traditions, and I can show need it. So we want probably bread and games for the public order. And we want to give these guys their military traditions, which are going to be formidable fighters. Now we can go to the next turn. Don't wait for the turn to tick round. I don't know if there's anything particularly notable going on. I can't believe the Tara's ship hasn't actually sunk yet. Surely. Or maybe they're keeping themselves alive by raiding. That's maybe how they're doing it. Maybe we'll have to just build a small boat on the coast just to finish them off. Otherwise they're just going to be a pain, keep going as well forever. Oh, I got a financial reward. Completely control 7 provinces. Nice. And construct the... Oh, that's my next thing. Construct the following buildings. Oath Temple. I do have invaded this region. Okay. I assume that's not near me. Oh. What? Why got him out of Hepini have invaded this region? These are the Hepini. They've always been there, haven't they? Strange. We are going to have to deal with these people at some point, to be honest. They're not allies or anything. I mean, these people are almost just a client state now. It's been enveloped by my empire. But these people haven't. We'll have to deal with them at some point. Firstly, let's put all that money to work sorting out Antinium. And that one. And that one. And we'll see what we get post that. So they're recovering. Can't have any Lucian warriors, not at the moment at least. We probably will once these guys are actually, this proving ground is actually built. I might think about, can we force a peace with Rome? Let's have a look at that.
Do not waste time on pleasantries.
Close.
Roman wits are not entirely fled.
I'll pay you a little bit.
Roman courage not entirely spent. And you still rut in your hovels. Peace?
There we go. Yeah, shut up with your whinging about peace. Right, so we're now at peace with them. Is that the... Are we at peace with everyone now? Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Diplomacy, diplomacy. E. I'm at war with Taurus, Fine, Illyrian Pirates, and Croton. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to have a quick look around here what these guys are doing. Illyrian Pirates, fine, because they're raiding. It still says they're dying. They might die. So they've got like about one man on a slightly rickety rowing boat left by the looks of it. And then they're slowly dying. Right, okay, so they'll actually will be dead in the next turn by the looks of things. Nice. So that really frees us up to think about just getting rid of the people at Confinium. So it's probably going to be a case of them, and probably these is going to be the options. Let's get these fully up recruited to strength. How are we going to recruit in a turn? That'll probably give us enough. 13. Probably get a few mercenaries. So let's bring my elite army down from Cesium. Down to Cesium. Nice. It is a full army. Can these actually recruit Lucian warriors yet? No, still not. So there's nowhere to recruit extra units. I'm just going to defeat these in the next couple of turns because they're just a threat that they'll get enveloped and my armies will push on and suddenly they'll randomly declare war on me. Hell will break loose behind the lines. Better to get rid of them now. I may even turn on my allies, but I don't know. I feel some slight affection towards them that I can't deny. So maybe we won't. Next time we get a technology as well. I wonder if there's any more political loyalty we earned from any of these sort of things. Or crops. 6 loyalty for all political parties. That's obviously how that is a key one to research. You get political loyalty from that. Corruption. So not a lot. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm worrying about nothing. So we've got a little bit more money still to spend, haven't we? So we can maybe upgrade a couple of buildings somewhere. A couple of groves of curries that always need to be upgraded to sanctuaries of curries. I don't know if we can look about what an oath temple is. I don't even know how you build an oath temple. What is it? Is it? Just having a look, see if I can build it. It says build an oath temple, didn't it? That's what it said. My mission. Objectives. Construct the following buildings an oath temple. Don't know. Worry about that later. Next turn. Got half an hour already. Well, these episodes end up going really quickly. But at least I feel like we're making good progress in our various places now. I think next time we may start to move our forces down and around to start to think about pressuring Syracuse and start to get ourselves built up properly now for that campaign. Okay, research complete, and that gives our people a bit more offensive technology as well. So we can look here. Mercenary unit upkeep costs. Booty from battle. It can come from raiding and sacking. That's mostly naval stuff by the looks of it. From items or subjects acquired through warfare. That was quite a little bit of stuff maybe for that, maybe worth looking at. Nation rate upkeep for all the sanctum units. For siege units, okay. Or we can go down to some of these and try and get some more unlocked. Search rate, corruption, public order, construction. I think we'll go for some of these pillaging ones, to be honest. They look kind of good fun. And we do quite a lot of warfare, so could be useful. Oh, did I just see? Yay! Finally, after many hours, they're finally gone forever. Nice. Pleased about that. Didn't think I'd ever see the day that happened. So that's still that. That's those people there. To be honest, I think we're going to dead and go for it. Presumably you don't have any allies. Oh, blimey. They're obviously fairly strong. Perhaps I underestimated this. Oh, wow. Now this... You know when you make an error? That's kind of what I describe this as. Let's just think about this for a second. How quickly can we get these people down? Get you to Cesium in a force march. Okay, pull you back to there. I'm going to pull you back. There's an error. We need to... No. Break siege.
Laying siege to
No,
the settlement. None will escape.
No, you're not missing this. I don't want to besiege. Can I actually break the siege?
Laying siege to the settlement.
Must break siege first, yeah.
None will escape.
Oh, break siege. That's the,
Regroup
sorry.
and fall back.
There we go. Let's pull back to here. So we've got all our armies concentrated. We've got a walled settlement here and a thing here. Maybe we'll bait them out. Oh God, what have I done? Oh, no, caused myself problems. Yeah, we'll have a well, and then I guess we'll have a. We've got one of those courts, so we don't need that. I guess we'll have a shrine to Curies. Oh, craftsman house. Let's have a craftsman house. Get them upgrading a little bit more. We're leaving a little bit defenceless here because all armies are having to concentrate for this sort of action. But down here, where things aren't so bad, let's think about moving some of these people around. Particularly you, since you're my main. They're expensive, aren't they, for heavy cavalry? Look how expensive mercenaries can be. So you get into position. Realistically, you're going to have to come down, aren't you? Because you're probably the bigger and better army. And we'll leave one of them garrisoning for the morale bonus. And then really, we're probably just going to go against some of these armies and then push for Hippion and Gallitium probably next turn, to be honest. So we'll save a little bit of money for that, I think. Unless there's anything specifically around here. Upgrade. We'll do that. Okay. Next turn, let's see what happens with these barbarians in the middle of my lands. Should just stirred up this hornet's nest I've started. Ah, they're going to go that way. Bastards. It's annoying. Is what that is. Okay. It's definitely what could be described as an error. We'll probably be able to take Corfinium in the next turn. Oh, our spy has increased in rank.
My skills are yours.
Not entirely sure that's particularly useful. No, we've upgraded something. So let's deal with these barbarians that have just set forth across my land and are now going to cause me a massive headache. Oh, they've got so far as well. They're all on forced march as well. Not even going to get me to Bovenium. Oh! Well, you're closest, but equally... Italian swordsman, Italian spearman. Yeah, you'll probably be able to deal with that.
At your command.
So you go for that. Okay, so that's that. Now. Can I force a fight with these guys? Probably not in this turn. She's not ideal. They're probably going to come under siege, isn't it? It has got walls. Hopefully they just don't go straight for Kappa or something really annoying. We'll move down here with this army, the warmongers, to try and gain as much time on them as we can. We could try and now force a peace with them. But they probably fairly hate me now. And
You are welcome.
Wandering tribe,
But that
aren't they?
welcome can become a farewell. You want an end to this?
Well, that's going to be a problem. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, we'll have to see what they do. Maybe they take a settlement, they take a settlement. Now, let's go to war with Syracuse, because, you know, why have one problem when you can have multiple?
Greetings. Do not waste time on ill-chosen
They're
words.
allies. Oh,
Although an hour or two bathing would have been useful.
are they subjects? Where am I? Getting lost. Let's have a look. I want to know, are these... No, they're just defensive allies with Syracuse. That makes things harder, I must admit. Probably doesn't really change it a lot. It just means that it's going to be a bit harder. No, we'll do it anyway.
Welcome. The day is already
Sod it.
old,
Oh,
and
no.
there is much to do.
Not what I want. I
So
want to
if you
declare
have words, speak them.
war. Okay, right. Let's just deal with this.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Ideally, you can move up in support.
March.
Minimum casualties as possible. Pretty minimum casualties.
Orders.
Nice job. Right, and you. I'm going to come in and just go straight for the city.
None will escape.
Start to pressure them hard and fast. Good. Okay, first city down.
Ready for orders.
Might get some increases there in rank. And military tradition. Go for that. This is our good guy, so we want to continue his gravitas per turn more than his command in the field ability sort of thing. Do that. Because obviously this is someone in our faction, so by the fact of increasing his gravitas is good because he's one of our noblemen. So those two kind of are relatively fully expanded by that. Although you're not, so you can just go straight down here. Nice. And that is what we wanted. Straight in. Cool. Second come. And ours. Okay, that went well as could be expected. So the Syracusans are in full retreat, and we have captured 2 cities in our opening turns. So let's start to get these variously upgraded. You to that. You to that. I can't build a Hall of Champions, so just going to knock that down. I don't know, a little less food, I think. Okay, so that's good. 2 cities down, and we've got our 3rd army is still sort of free and mobile. Should be able to continue on in the next turn. And we'll push on until we've got Lorky and Regon. And they're still doing. Oh, I didn't realise actually the full region on Sicily. Sicily's actually massive, then, isn't it, in terms of the in-game map? God. Okay, still got quite a lot to deal with. Still got a large Syracusan fleet sitting opposite us, so that maybe cause us problems in the next turns and that we're going to have to contend with. But for now, I think we're probably going to end on that cliffhanger, to be honest, with the prospect of a large war looming with Syracuse and the fact we've got 2 barbarian tribes running amok in our territory with very little to actually in front of them to stop them going raiding. So hopefully it's been an enjoyable episode. If it has, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hopefully I feel like I've finally conquered the political thing, so I'm back to just sort of dealing with external threats, which is nice. So hopefully internally we're now politically secure. And yeah, I think that's been going pretty well. Yeah, if you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Or have I said that already? I probably have. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you all for the next episode.